What is up, guys? My name is TV Bird, and I am, I guess, the lead guy over at Bären Gaming. I guess it's my title. I don't know. I didn't get that cleared with the other guys. However, I am the guy doing most of the behind-the-scenes work as far as doing the YouTube stuff, and just kind of getting the whole base down so the way everybody else can start doing things. This is going to be our first video. And it's pretty cool. This is the game that I played last night. This is the game where I hit 30 afterwards, and we went into it, and we come out of it. I'm not gonna say how, but we come out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the video. I will be doing the manual camera. I am still really new to the whole league casting thing. However, we will have a rundown of all the people on here. We have Luthax, or also known as Nick. That's what I call him, and that's his name. Over here we have Fiora, or Swaggering, or Va, as his name is also called. Down here we have myself, TV Bird, as Twitch, the gangster rat, wearing the gangster Twitch skin, which has become pretty much the default skin because regular Twitch just looks weird. We have Yazzie Matrix, or Brandon as I call him, running the Malkhoi skin. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And then we have Dr. the 10th, or Kenneth, over here, playing as my favorite support with Twitch, Leona. Her stuns are, not the same. And these normally aren't the same way that we would do things. We have a couple different people switching up. Nick is going to be our main top. Va just wanted to go top this game. Brandon is going to be our substitute jungler. And then Kenneth is going to be going mid usually. I am going to be maining as AD carry still. However, I main AD carry because that's pretty much all I play. And on the enemy team we have I Am a Mule as Singed, who was a pretty good Singed this game. You'll see that. We have Far Cry 18th as Kassadin. I should probably get that right and learn all the champion names before I start doing any of this casting. And then over in the jungle, we have Jarvan the 4th. And down in bot lane, there she is, we have Caitlyn and Nunu as Matrick 127 and Shut Up and Scream as Nunu. And here we have Leona and Twitch going in for the bait and the bushes. There's obviously a Caitlyn trap right there. I step on that because, that's great. And, yeah, so I do know a lot of what happens down bot lane because, I was playing it, so I'm going to try and focus on not as much as bot lane. However, I will try and get the appropriate information of bot lane down there. Now, I've been learning Caitlyn recently, and so I was taking notes during this game of how she played Caitlyn. I played a game a couple days ago as Caitlyn versus a Twitch, and it went pretty well. However, that enemy Twitch was really bad, I would have to say, and I don't know how to deal with these pings because having both of the teams' pings on here is going to get really distracting because I'm used to just paying attention to the pings. So that's going to be something. Nunu has already hit level 2 down in bot lane, and he's going to go run in for the charge. No, he's not. And Caitlyn also hits level 2, and Nunu gets the ice hit on me. I don't know what his moves are called. This is really bad of me for not knowing. And so, here we have Visionary after 5 base attacks. Next cause, that's his passive. Consume. Cool. Okay, I didn't know this is here. I'm still new to the whole league casting thing. However, Leona is there, and we're going to try and go in on Nunu. Let's see if we can get this full stacks. We have 6 stacks on Nunu. However, Leona Caitlyn flashes for the Ignite on Twitch and takes down Twitch. That leaves the enemy team 1 kill ahead. I don't have a name for them. We have a team name. I don't think they're a full party. So that's bot lane, and then Leona's just trying to hold off Caitlyn. And then Malkhoi is going to come around, see if he can do any ganks. Malzahar is finning off Kassadin very well, and Jarvan came up for a gank top lane, and Fiora and Singed is not, it's not working. So they're already up by a decent bit of gold. That first blood is really what sets it apart. and I was playing really stupid this game. So Malzahar does have Kazan very low. However, Jarvan's going to come in for a gank, and let's see how that goes out. And Jarvan does pretty much nothing. Singed is camping in the bush over there while Fiora tries to push top lane. And Kastan went back while Jarvan holds his lane. And bottom takes out Caitlyn, and Nunu takes out Leona. Nunu is very low. However, this Twitch has no CS at all because he is Super Scrub, and I'm allowed to say that because it's myself. And I know I am Super Scrub at getting CS. Because our jungler has more CS than me at the 5-minute mark. You know, that's not good. However, I've been learning more AD carries as time goes on. And this game is pretty long, and you can see it's 60 minutes long, which is, you know, an hour here in America. I think actually everywhere else too. We're going to try and push the tower bot lane, see how much damage we can do. And that was an enemy ping. Malzahar was MIA. And Jarvan's going to come up, possibly for another gank. However, Singed is fending off Fiora pretty well. Singed v Fiora, normally Singed is going to win that every day of the week. However, Va is an excellent Fiora and can parry a Singed, you know, every day of the week. And I pardon myself, or pardon me if I use mannerisms that are, you know, more street than, you know, your normal commentator. It's just, you know, it's just who I am. And Fiora goes in. Can she take out the Singed? Oh, Singed goes in for the throw, and Va is taken out. And let's see if Malkoy can get it. Let's see, he drops his thing there, and Singed gets away with 70 HP. And then he drops his ult, so he will be generating most of that health back. Let's see what's happening down the bot lane. Caitlyn's getting her shots charged up, camping in that bush the way her passive does double the effectiveness and gets 2 hits for every 1. That's a very smart move to do. That's one of the things I do. Let's see, as far as wards, we do have bot lane ward, and the enemy team's ward just went down. So that'll, you know, they're lacking vision right now, so now would be a good time for a gank. However, you know, we didn't know that. Singed goes back. Fiora is going to push top lane, and let's see what Malzahar can do with Kastan right there. I still don't know all the moves of the champion, so I apologize if this is really bad and I'm just saying things like, oh yeah, he goes for that move. I know, you know, a decent bit of the moves, and Leona goes in for the stun. However, I'm being really stupid and trying to throw my cask and trying to get hit, and then I'm going to get queued, and then she is going to end up killing me. No, she is not. I didn't die this time. However, we are still down 4-1, which, you know, is not good. See, there's a Jarvan over there. Let's see what happens. Oh, and he takes the blue buff. That was an excellent play by Jarvan right there. I remember actually being really mad about that. And however, Kastan sitting in that bush. Malzahar is going to go for that. Kastan jumps, and Malkoy goes in. Malzahar is very low, though. Let's see what happens. And I'm really stuttering because I don't know all these moves, so that way I can't just be like, oh yeah, he does this, he does this. Caitlyn and Nunu are coming up mid lane, though. And Kastan and Jarvan do get away. However, Nunu is right there and going for Malkoy. And Malzahar is getting away for the moment. However, Singed comes in. Nunu gets Malzahar. And Malkoy is being chased by now Singed and Nunu. Leona and Twitch are up mid lane with Jarvan there and trying to fend off Jarvan and Caitlyn. Caitlyn's going down back bottom. Nunu is there. However, Fiora came down and trying to kill Nunu. Let's see if he can do it. He gets Ignite. And no, Nunu gets away, but Leona goes in for the kill. Let's see if she can do it. Oh, and Twitch steals the kill. It was more or less given to me, actually, I should say. And Leona goes in with the flash, and Fiora gets it. However, Caitlyn is down bot lane pushing. Our Singed is coming back up mid lane and about to get the Twitch. Kastan goes in for the really damaging move. And Twitch should really go back. However, he's being stupid. and they are trying to push bot lane with all these pings. And our Twitch is going to go back bot. Malcoy is now back up and coming up. Singe is still mid while Caston is there. Singe looks like he's going to go back up top. Fiora is going up top as well. Draven is back up, and so is Nunu. Both Draven coming back up to their jungle, and Nunu coming down bot lane, with Leona and Twitch back down bottom lane. Fiora is pushing up top. However, Singe does show up, and Fiora now has blue buff after taking that from Jarvan, I assume. And Caston and Mouse and Jarvan still just partying up mid lane, and bot lane is being super dumb because Twitch is dumb. And she throws down another trap. Wow, she had that time perfectly. I need to make note of that. However, mid is MIA. He is getting blue right there. Singe does not get taken out just yet. However, let's see what can happen. Oh, going with the poison. The poison will probably end up killing Fiora. However, if the tower does not kill Singed, yep. And Singed takes out Fiora with the poison, and Singed is just trolling along, running behind the turret, killing the minions. And Nunu is up there warding, and Leona is having to fend off while Twitch went back. Let's see, what is the AD compared to right now? Caitlyn is now doing 122 and they go for the tower dive. Caitlyn gets hit by the tower and gets the kill for Yahtzee Matrix. Nunu is still there. Leona got taken out is what happened. And comparing the AD, Twitch now has 97 compared to Caitlyn's 122. However, Twitch is being really stupid and going in trying to kill the Nunu, and this will end up being his downfall, as Caston is coming up without the MIA from mid lane. Therefore, being super out of position, and being really out of position right there. And I even argued that I was out of position, or I wasn't even out of position right there, and I was highly out of position right there. I take back that. However, Caston goes in for the jump, and that puts me at 1 and 3 and 2. So we're hitting the 12-minute mark. It's 5-10 with them being up 2k in gold. No towers taken out yet. Our Malcoy is going to go in for the gank, and Caston does go down thanks to Malcoy and Malzahar. Let's see, Draven is holding up mid lane for them. Fiora is alone top lane and trying to push as hard as she can. And I just realized how hard it is for me to see the different colors of the minions because, yay, colorblindness. Bot lane is being pushed up by Caitlyn and Nunu while Leona is just there. Twitch has just come back finally. And let's see what Twitch does. Malzahar is fending off Draven pretty well. Twitch and Leona are just camping and turtling bot tower, probably for the better, so that way the enemy team does not get fed anymore. We are now up 6-10, or we are now down 6-10, and Fiora is still having a hard time with this troll of a Singe who just keeps laughing. Draven and Caston are back up mid now. Caston being there, Draven is going to try and do something possibly. However, Caitlyn and Nunu are still pushing up very highly and are going to try and take out this tower. However, Draven does go back through a jungle, and Caston is still there. However, Malzahar is going back, and Draven might be coming down for a gank. Our Singe sees Malcoy in there, but Malcoy is going down mid lane to fend off bot lane while Singe goes back up top. Twitch and Leona are now pushing up bottom lane while Caitlyn goes up river to ward. No, not to ward. Their ward just died actually, so they probably should ward. However, Nunu is back in base. Let's compare the items right now of the AD carry and the two AD carries. Twitch has Berserker's Greaves and Vampiric Scepter, while she has a BF Sword, a Pickaxe, Doran's Blade, and a Cloak of Agility. She's obviously going for the Infinity Edge first in her build, which normally I do go for. However, she does not have boots, which is very interesting. no boots and 3 health pots as a start, and Jarvan is hitting Fiora and goes for the ult on Fiora underneath her tower. Fiora gets away, however, Singe Poison might be her ultimate demise right there. Singe is running forward. Let's see if Fiora can dash away. Malfoy's coming up for the gank. Singe is underneath the tower. However, Singe does get taken out by Fiora after the ignite and the tower hit. And let's see what Malfoy can do to this Jarvan underneath their tower up top lane. Malfoy decides not to do anything and just push away the minions. However, mid lane does get pushed by Malzahar, and Twitch and Leona are still fending off Nunu and Caitlyn at their tower. Mid lane is pushing very well for Bären Gaming, and Twitch and Leona are still hugging the tower. Malfoy is now pushing up top lane while Fiora waits to respond. She's up in 3 seconds. However, that was an enemy ping. Yes, it was. Our Twitch does get stunned by Nunu's slow. Or gets slowed by Nunu's slow. That'd be a better way to say it. And Leona is now up 1 level to Twitch. Let's see if Caitlyn can go in for the kill on Twitch right now. Leona does fend off Caitlyn right now, but Twitch really needs to get some lifesteal going. It is now 169 to 104 as far as AD, which is not good for bottom lane. Malfoy and Singed are now facing off. Singed now at 2,307 health. Fiora and Malfoy going to be facing off Singed. Fiora coming back now. Malfoy going back into the jungle. Caston is up mid lane without a turret, but he does have a Jarvan, which will help out in that. They are now getting blue buff, and Jarvan is walking around. Malzahar still pushing mid lane very well. Fiora is still battling off that Singe as well as a Fiora can. And Leona and Nunu. Leona does get slowed by that. And Caitlyn goes in for the ult on Twitch and takes out Twitch. Leona is about to fall as well. Goes in for the stun on Caitlyn. And Caitlyn gets the double kill. However, Caitlyn does fall to Malzahar. Malzahar goes in for the kill on Nunu. And Nunu does get away. However, Jarvan goes in for the ult. Jarvan goes and kills Malzahar. Caston is also here. And Malfoy gets taken out underneath the turret with Caston, Jarvan, and Nunu down bot lane pushing. Our Singe is still up there. And that was not a favorable engagement for Team Bären Gaming. They are now up 3k gold to our 20k, and now at 15 to 8. At this point, I was saying, you know what, it's GG. Let's go ahead and just 20-minute surrender. And then I was like, wait, what happens if we end up, in a tournament or something, and we have bad plays, early game, and we just say GG, why 20-minute surrender? That's our tournament life right there on the line. And so I was like, you know what, suck it up, let's focus, and we're gonna get through. Now at the 17-minute mark, Singed is still pushing back all these minions back here, just being a total troll. Caston and Jarvan are going back. Nunu is going up bot lane with Caitlyn being pushed up there, and Twitch is trying to push back these minions down here. Malzahar is going up for the gank on Singed, and let's see how Fiora does with the help from Malzahar. And Malfoy comes in and helps him out. Singed goes in for the slow. However, Singed does get ignited, and Malzahar is going to end up getting this kill. No, Singed does get away for the current engagement. However, Caitlyn is there. And Malzahar does focus Singe. Oh, but Malzahar gets taken out by Singe's poison after the throw from Nunu. Leona is there trying to take out Singe, but not working very well for Leona. However, Caston is back. Jarvan is there. Twitch is being invisible for the moment being. However, he should just hug the tower. And there is still a Jarvan right there. Leona does go in for the grab, which would have been a favorable engagement had Jarvan been there 2 seconds earlier. And Caston goes in for the jump on Twitch. Twitch gets hit by Jarvan. However, Leona does hit Jarvan, but Caitlyn takes out Twitch, and Nunu takes out Leona. A kill for a kill, and Caston takes out mid turret, and mid tower, and mid is going to be pushed heavily. Our Singe is back up top lane, and everybody is coming back mid just to push very well. Let's see, Caston does fall to Malzahar, with Malfoy being there for support. Actually, Malfoy was the stepping in of that kill. Caitlyn and Nunu still up on Bjarn's jungle. Fiora coming down, trying to get red buff. Caitlyn is either going to come down and push or recall. However, Singe does push top lane with Jarvan coming back through their jungle. Sorry about that. Singed is coming up for the CS and is probably going to... He's just sitting in the bush right now. Malzahar and Fiora are now pushing. Leona and Fiora meet up mid lane. There is a Caitlyn in that jungle right there. So if they go in, there is a Jarvan getting wolves, and Leona does ward, and we're targeting the bottom turret. See if we can get bottom turret. Malzahar is out of turrets right now and being pushed back by Singed and Caston and Caitlyn. Alright, there's a Jarvan there. Our Twitch is not pushing. Fiora and Leona are still in their jungle for the time being. They were pushing back Jarvan. Leona going in, see if she notices the Jarvan. She sees the Jarvan. However, bot lane does get pushed by Twitch and Fiora. However, there is a Jarvan right there in the jungle who could have gone in on Twitch, being lonely. However, that probably would not have been favorable. And there is a Caston that goes in for the jump on Leona. And there's Caitlyn not far behind. Fiora sees Caitlyn. Caitlyn goes. Oh, and Fiora gets taken out. However, nope, not yet. Caitlyn does not get Fiora does not get taken out. However, Caitlyn does. And Twitch is going to try and chase after Caston, who does a ton of AP damage, and he has no MR, which is bad enough said. Twitch is just going to take all these tower hits and kill the minions and let them push. Draven and Nuno are down bottom lane, Caston is mid lane, and Twitch and Fiora are going after Singed. Let's see if they can find him. But likely not. Twitch is just taking the CS from top lane, and Singed goes back. Malzahar is clearing up this CS here in mid lane. Singed now coming back. Draven and Nuno pushing down bottom lane. Twitch and Malzahar and pretty much the entire team, minus Fiora, are running through the jungle. Twitch ambushes on the Nuno and does not realize that there's a Jarvan there, sees that there's a Jarvan and runs away. Leona does go in on the Jarvan and Nuno with a stun. Malkoy is there too. Malkoy ults, and Malzahar does get the kill on Jarvan or Malkoy. They're going in for the Nuno, however the cast gets thrown, but nothing happens. There is a Singed there though, which could end up being the demise of this push. That Singed is very tanky, however Leona goes in, and Twitch is just sitting there like a dumb. He ults and ends up focusing on the Singed and gets taken out by Nuno. However, Nuno is still there fighting with Malkoy. Caitlyn ults, however, does not take him out yet. Nuno goes for the slow on Malkoy, and Malkoy flashes for the getaway. And however, Malzahar is still down bottom lane and gets taken out by Caitlyn with the assist from Cassidon right there. Very nice play from them. And Nuno is pushing bot lane with Caitlyn. Jarvan is coming back up mid lane, and Singed is still waiting to respawn. Leona is back up, and Twitch is up in a second. Caitlyn and Nuno are pushing, are recalling in bot lane. Draven is just getting some CS as a jungler. You know, it's very important for them to have CS as well, especially when they're not, you know, doing anything. Leona, Malkoy, and Twitch are now going to push back this wave of minions and try to push some bot lane. Fiora is just sitting there. Fiora, what you doing? Gotta step up your game. Malzahar is going up mid lane to clear up that Cassidon. Twitch, Fiora, Twitch, Malkoy, and Leona are going to see about Dragon, and if it is up, Dragon is up for them, fortunately, and somebody is targeting top tower. They all go in for Dragon, and let's see if they can get it. There should be no competition, as most of their competition is mid lane, and Malkoy does get the Dragon kill. Malzahar does run into Nuno and Cassidon. Malzahar with the early poke and having a Voidling out. Our Bären Gaming does not have a turret. However, Kasten does go in for the poke and then jumps right out as he realizes that's a bad idea. And as Twitch would say, he just noped right out of there. Alright, there is a Singe taking our blue. And they are going up there. Kasten and the entire enemy team is going through a jungle minus Nunu. With Fiora just hanging around. Gearing up for a team fight, waiting to see who is going to initiate first. With just minimal pokes, Kasten going in for the jump away from that so that way they don't get there. Caitlyn with her Q, throwing some more traps. And Singe backing up. Malzahar recalling. Going in for the initiation on Nunu. Our Kasten is right there and goes for the jump. And Singe does go for the slow on the entire enemy team. Alright, there's Caitlyn right there. That's a nice poke from Caitlyn right there using her Q. Very nice. However, they're waiting for the Singe to initiate. Twitch is going to go back. Caitlyn goes in for the poke but does not hit anything. Jarvan is sitting right there and gets hit by Kasten. Leona does, that is. And Nunu. And pretty much the entire enemy team is just camping out the base. They are up by a significant amount of gold, 7k, and they are up 4 towers to 2, and up 11 kills. At this point, it was still, we're thinking, you know, there's no point of playing this, we're just going to make it draw as long as possible, that way I can get the experience I need, just to hit level 30, you know, because it was 109 experience, but it was, you wanted to get it, and be sure, because it was about 2 in the morning at this point. Twitch does get ulted by Jarvan and taken out eventually by Singe's poison with the assist from Nunu right there. And Singe does get taken out by Fiora's Ignite, and they're going to try and focus down the Nunu while Kasten gets away successfully. However, Malkoy and Malzahar are going back, and somebody is going to have to clean up bottom lane. Looks like it's going to be Malkoy. Malzahar is pushing and runs into a Nunu and backs away from that fight as he does not want that at this moment. You know, a Malzahar wants what a Malzahar wants. Their blue buff is up, and rightly so. Nunu is going to go in and go for that. Fiora is going to push top tower since Sin's just not there and might just be able to do it right now as she's at 225 AD. While, you know, Battle Singed over here is just now hitting 185 and is now out of Bloodthirster and building Orion's Hurricane, which, fun fact, allows the on-hit effect of Twitch's ult to hit 3 people at once. You know, the more you know. And Kasten goes in for the jump on Fiora and does not get her. Oh, but he goes in for the jump again into that, and he slows her. However, Fiora with double buffs does manage to get away even without a turret. And Leona and Twitch are now at mid lane, or top lane, with Caitlyn and Kasten and Singe there as well. Jarvan is there. Nunu checking out Dragon, realizes that it's not there, warning to make sure they get it when it is up. Jarvan and Nunu just having a party up there. Leona in mid lane, all there by her lonely self with Malzahar and Twitch. Okay, I am just getting flooded with messages from people with ideas for videos, which, you know, I'm recording one right now. This team fight is going to happen eventually. Just waiting for somebody to initiate. This is pretty much what happened the entire game, was they were waiting for somebody to initiate, and it was, Taking another drink because casting for an hour is going to make me thirsty. Jarvan does go take golems down in our jungle with Caitlyn there and Singed and Kassadin. Nunu is there as well. Just finning off bot tower. Twitch does now have a Hurricane, and we'll see how that affects the mid game. Which, yes, I did have to say that for all of my viewers that get that reference. Singed is now level 17, which is, you know, pretty OP. A Fed Singed, especially with Fiora, is not a fun Singed. especially when they're really trolly. You know, because nobody likes a troll. Yeah. Twitch just now hits level 13, as you can see. Bottom lane is severely underleveled. Actually, the entire team is severely underleveled. However, Singed does have 240 CS. Pretty crazy. Caitlyn does have 163 compared to the Twitch of 95. Pretty bad. Keston does get taken down. We'll see who abide with the Twitch. Gets the expunge up on that. And Twitch is focusing on Singed. And let's see if he can get it. Twitch does manage to come out of that kill alive. However, the poison from Singed takes him out. Following the Caitlyn, Fiora does go in for the jump. Oh, and she jumps. And let's see if she can take out Caitlyn. Going for the jump. Let's see if she can hit it. She hits the ignite, which is going to slow her down. However, she gets hit by a trap, and Caitlyn does survive the ignite again. However, Fiora does take her out, but will get hit by the turret, ending her kill. Nunu and is fighting underneath the tower, with Jarvan coming in. Malcoy goes for the turret dive and ends up taking out Nunu. Jarvan is just going to nope right out of there, and they're going to look for their blue buff, which is not up. Therefore, they're not going to take it. However, top tower is pushing pretty well. So is mid turret as well. It's turning out to be a more favorable game. They're only up 5.7k gold and only up 8 kills, and we are now matching them in turrets. We're now at the 30-minute mark, and we are now matched them in turrets. However, with these pushing, you know, they might get ahead, or we might get ahead in a little bit. Malcoy and Malzahar are meeting up with Twitch and Leona at Dragon to take out Dragon. And they do get it. And they are going to try and go for Bären, or at least ward it, because they have no vision on Bären, which is going to be a huge advantage for them if they can even get that. As Bären spawned 15 minutes ago, I have not made a play over there. Since it's now up 241 CS, 10 and 5 and 1, with lots of things, specifically blasting 1 and a Rod of Ages, and just building crazy amounts of AP. With his health going, you know, crazy as well, at almost 4k HP and 324 AP. Leona is checking for our blue and seeing if they warded over at Bären. Leona sees them there and thinks that they are going in on Bären. However, they're not, just baiting right now. Since go for the throw on this, and this is pretty much how a lot of the game looked. It was just a stalemate between who's going to initiate first. And it was overall pretty much one of the things that they did wrong in this game was the poor initiations, because they could have killed us easily, like easily, if they had engaged correctly, you know, taking the team fight well. However, our blue is taken by Malzahar, not stolen again by Singed. And Malzahar gets slown. Keston goes in for the Force Pulse, or his W, or no, his E. That is his E. And at this point, Malzahar was just pretty mad at Twitch for just, or not Twitch, Singed for being, you know, a big troll. So he was he was going pretty anti-Singed at this point, which, you know, ends up going kind of anti-Nunu as well. And Nunu just going straight AP. Not even having that much support, you know. However, oh, the camera, no, bad camera. Caitlyn has 248 AD, while Twitch is now up to 197. Twitch is getting up there, and it's catching up. And Singed is going to get killed by Malzahar. A very nice kill for Bären Gaming. We're only down now 4k gold, and only down 7 kills. They are going to take our red. Caitlyn gets it, and Caitlyn's attack speed is up to 1.7, which is pretty high, and she is rocking Phantom Dancer, and she finally has boots now, and she is building a Bloodthirster at this point, and still has a Duran's Blade, which is pretty interesting, considering we played a, I guess it's an enemy Garen I don't know if it was the game before this, who at the end of the game was complaining that his team wasn't warding but wouldn't sell his 2 Duran's blades that he started out with to buy wards, which was just funny. Golems is getting taken by Jarvan. Bottom tower is getting pushed by the entire enemy team minus Singed. And Singed just now respawns back up with his Harm Growth Boots running up there. Leona is boarding for Bären, and Singed grabs that ping on there, that ward, pretty well. Malzahar is going to try and focus down Nunu. Does not end up working in this current engagement, however. It was a pretty poor engagement. Lena is horribly out of position right now, even though she was boarding Bären, which was a good thing. However, running back up to there, and they're trying, somebody is trying to get Bären taken. Now, 35-minute mark, they're up 1 tower and up 4k gold still. Singed is being pretty slow now, thanks to Malzahar going anti-Singed completely. And you know, Twitch is feeding right now, 5, 8, and 6, with Leona of 06 and 11. However, you know, that's a good support. You know, not having any kills. You know, however, her CS is a little lacking compared to Nunu's of 53, and everybody on her team has 5 kills except for Fiora, who has 6. Good job, Fiora. They did not end up going for Bären. However, this is another stalemate of who's going to engage first, and this is the point where Twitch is like, let's stay back and make sure you can stay alive. Sin's just being a troll right there and being like, oh yeah, I'm just going to back right here in the middle of the fight at the front lines. Pretty much just baiting, you know. Because any unexperienced player would be like, oh, they're backing. Okay, let's go kill them. But no, it's a fake, you know. That's how baiting works. And Twitch just back there not trying to get any of the CS, even though he'd like to. I remember just going and being like, oh, I want that CS, but not wanting to die either. So they're backing off. And I guess you could say I do have a little bias of Bären Gaming, considering I'm on the team. If you're going for Race, and Twitch going up to get Wolves. With that Hurricane doing very well. Now bidding some MR with that Quicksilver Sash, and going in for the Mercurial Shimmertar, which I do not know how to pronounce, so I just said it funny. But I do know it's Mercurial, because that is one of my words from English class that I remember. So thank you, English. Thank you, Miss Cunningham, for you know, teaching some words. Shout out to her. Bären is warded. Our friendly ward is about to go down in just a few seconds. You know, just a little bit. Singed is out of position right now, but the enemy team meets up with him, and they're going to go for Dragon. And Bären Gaming is going to go and try and make a play on Dragon, and does not work. However, Jarvan does have vision on there after throwing that down. Singed just sitting in the bush. Caitlyn being late. Yo, dog, sup? Twitch going for the race. And they're still up 1 turret. Not much progress has been made as a way of pushing, so it's just been mostly team fights. However, we're at a stalemate again with the who wants to engage who first and go in. You know, that's pretty much all this game is. You know, we're at the 38-minute mark out of the 60. So, it's going moderately well. We're still behind, however, this is the point where we're like, oh yeah, we can make a comeback. And so, we're kind of like, okay, let's do this. Let's make a comeback. It's not GG, guys. At this point, I'm just like, let's kill all the CS and make sure that they don't get any. Or... that's not my reasoning. If so, that way if they come underneath the tower, they get hit and not the minions. And Caitlyn going for the horrible Q. Sorry, Caitlyn. You know, that was just bad. But you couldn't see, so, you know, it's cool. I'm not judging. Okay, I'm judging you a little bit. Alright, Twitch going back. Let's see what he ends up buying. He does have 1,600 gold and 13. Let's see what he ended up buying, and it was a BF sword. However, I like that I'm more focused on what I bought and I don't remember versus what's happening in this engagement right here. Malzahar focusing down that Singe, trying as best he can to get it with Malcoy, just trying to do the best he can to get slowed by Nunu again. And Twitch is back up for the team fight, and Leona is there as well. Caitlyn and Singed are backing, Singe being pretty low in health and Caitlyn being about halfway out of mana. Top tower is pushing by itself, which is a good job, minions, you know. And mid is still meeting there, and bottom is being pushed hard by the minions, actually. By a Singed, I guess. That's who was there. And we're now at the 40-minute mark, as we see another team fight is about to happen, or another engagement, I should say. You know how team fights are. Malzahar is horribly out of position with his Voidling following along. And Singe going for the slow on Leona. Leona goes in for the ult. Let's see if she can hit it. She goes in for the stun. Malcoy goes in for the ult as well. Twitch getting focused down heavily and trying to get out of there, but Jarvan kills Twitch. However, Bjorn does kill Caitlyn, and Malzahar does kill Nunu. Singed is being up there, and Malzahar gets the Jarvan as well. However, Caston is there. Fiora is going to try and do something with Singed. However, it's probably not going to end up in her favor, as Singed is just going to run after her. However, she does not die. Caston and Singed just chilling in her jungle, and they're searching for that Fiora. They really want her because they're pinging everywhere. However, she's like, LOL, sup guys. And now they're going to try and target down the turret and inhibitor. However, Leona is up in 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's still a Fiora there who now has a GA, or Guardian's Angel for those not as familiar with the game, which, you know, allows her to come back after dying with a decent amount of health, you know, just to make some plays, you know, some pretty crazy plays. Could happen after dying and being, I guess, resurrected would be the word. However, Singed is very low on health. I guess that's what that means. I'm not sure. I'm not used to this new system. There's Caston just being Caston. Going up top lane, probably going to push. And they did not do... they did not pretty... They took it to half health, is what I'm trying to say for that turret. However, Caitlyn is pushing. Caitlyn is up to 289 AD, with Twitch just being 264 right now. 265, 266, 268. I guess that's the BF sword stacking right there. Which I forget about whenever I'm playing normally, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forget that thing stacks, and the more kills I get, the more damage I do. So I should kill all of the things. Which, you know, it's probably a good thing to remember. Nunu being out of position, trying to ward, I guess. However, just trying to see where everybody is. There is a Nunu there, trying to do something with Malcoy, and Jarvan building 3,500-ish health, and Leona going mid, trying to push up top lane, and Malzahar going for the CS, and then allowing Twitch to clean up. Singed is now pushing mid lane with Nunu, and Leona is getting hit, and the phone is ringing. I'm horribly sorry about that. That's completely unprofessional of me. I'm very sorry. However, Nunu is getting focused, and so is Singed. Singed getting focused by Malzahar. Fiora goes in for the something, I guess. And Singed does make it out alive with 500 HP, which, you know, it looks like nothing on there, but you forget he has a maximum HP of 5,000 right now. Twitch just being out of place and just being kind of dizzy. They are going for, well, they got Dragon, I guess would be the better way of saying that, because that was really quick. Top tower is evenly pushed as well as bottom tower. I wouldn't say evenly. They're about evenly pushed. With Caitlyn and Cassidy getting some CS in mid lane. Just trying to push a little bit farther. Caitlyn meets up with Singed. And Leona going in for the ward on Bären again. Or they're not there, but they do have vision on her. And she should get out of there. Oh, Cassidy going in with the jump. Let's see if she can get out of there. And she does go in. She goes for the stun. Their shield explodes. And I get alt tapped out of... I cannot believe that just happened. I just missed that entire team fight on recording. So let's jump back 15 seconds. So she goes in for the shield. And I got alt tabbed at this point. And Caitlyn goes in for the kill. However, Fiora does get the kill on Cassidy. And Nunu going in for the ults. And Malcoy going in for the kill on Caitlyn. However, Malcoy gets kill on Nunu and see if they can go chase Caitlyn around. Or no, Fiora is backing. And Caitlyn is coming up right there. However, Fiora does see Caitlyn run by. And Malcoy does get Caitlyn. Oh, Caitlyn is too focused on Fiora. And Singe takes out Malzahar. I guess down bot lane. And Singe does get away down bot lane with Jarvan. Fiora and Malcoy pushing back up top lane. And Singed and Jarvan just trying to push down bot lane. However, Fiora is not going to be able to get back up in time. And Leona is up in 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But Malcoy does push back Singed and Jarvan. And does not get the kill though. Which is probably smart, as would not have done it. And they do take out the turret, however. So it's now up 6-4. And they are up 8k gold now, approximately. And they're up 8 kills as well. 8k gold and 8 kills, you know. That's the life. Cassidy jumps in on the race. He is now level 18. Can I check the levels on here too? No, I cannot. Alright, this is the distribution of gold right now. And I guess you just gotta figure it out what level they are. Twitch is 17, Leona 16, Malcoy 18, Malzahar 18, Fiora 18. Scrub Twitch, not 18. However, that's pretty even for there as well. Nunu just hit 18, and so did Caitlyn. Where did Twitch go? There he is. And, you know, Twitch isn't too far behind from 18. Just needs some CS. However, they are going to try and go and make a play on Bären. Maybe? Or is it just bait? So it was just bait. Because I even took that bait right there. Because I thought they were going to go make a play on Bären. However, Malzahar is focusing Singe pretty hard. And trying to take our blue again. Fiora does not get it. She does kill the minions though. Singe does back in the middle of the entire fight. For whatever reason. Leona does go in for the stun. Does not hit anybody. Cassidy does jump away as they do not have Singe there, one of their main tanks. So they should probably get out. Between the 80 of Singed and Caitlyn. 291 to 328 right now. Pretty bad on Twitch's end. And, you know, I'm focusing pretty hard on Twitch just because, you know, that's my main. And that's who I was playing as this game, and I'm looking to see what I need to improve. Looks like somebody is trying to make a play in mid lane. Caitlyn's coming out there as well, but Jarvan is backing. And Singe is going up top lane to push back the pushing minions, who are doing an excellent job. Good job, minions. That turret is just falling like crazy. And mid lane, another engagement's trying to happen. Somebody's pinging for Bären. At this point, we're going to try and go in and see if we can get Bären. At this point, Bären would be the game changer, as we don't have as much gold as them, therefore we don't have enough items. And Singe going to come in, and Caston and Nuno are there. Twitch does try and back away as best he can. Gets slowed, and Twitch is being focused and gets thrown. Get taken out by Singed. However, Caitlyn is taking the entire thing for whatever reason, and McAvoy goes in for Caitlyn, and we do get Bären, which was favorable for us. And Leona just being focused completely, which that was a waste of Bären for her. However, it's Leona. She doesn't horribly need Bären. And McAvoy going and getting tossed by the three of them, and getting slowed, and Jarvan, not Draven, wrong person. Sorry about that. Getting focused by them, and does manage to take out Nunu. No, he just gets taken out by Jarvan. Malzahar is there, and at this point we're like, oh, well, that was GG, guys. Nice try. We're down 10k gold, we're down 10 kills, and we're down 2 towers. And however, Malzahar is there and can fend off Singed for now. Our Singed is still going to try and push that inhib, but it does not work out in his favor, obviously. Twitch is now up, which is good. And there is a Twitch going in, and he gets the assist from that engagement. Nunu is still up mid lane trying to push, and Draven is running through our jungle very scared. We're now at the 51-minute mark. I can't believe we're already here, guys. They're going to go and try to make a play for Dragon, it seems like. At least somebody wants to make a play there. Caitlyn is going to go push up top lane. Top lane needs it. She's the hero top lane needs, but not the one it deserves. So she'll kill minions, because she's an unsung hero. A guardian. A Caitlyn. I don't know. I was trying to reference Batman there. It kind of works. And let's see if Dragon does get taken out by them. Looks like it is. And wait, they have Bären. I guess they ended up with Bären at the end of that engagement. That was confusing enough for me to think that we had gotten Dragon. Or not Dragon, Bären. And yeah, and Twitch is going to try and nope one out of there. Harry is going to try and focus Caitlyn, which does not end up working. Well, there is an engagement. Our entire enemy team is there. We're just going to try and nuke that tower. And at this point, I believe Nick said, Jacob, do what you do best. Nuke that tower. And something to that extent. And so, I did that. Everybody on their team is up. However, they do not all seem to be there. Caston is backing right now to buy some more items. And we're just going to try and fend them off, Trying to get a decent engagement. That is Malzahar right there. And there was a Jarvan right there. That would have been very scary to face check that bush. And they are now up 7-5 turrets and 12k gold. 9 kills. That's a decent lead on gold. Oh, let's see. Fiora gets hit by Jarvan. And Jarvan decides not to pursue for the kill, as there was a Malzahar and a Leona right there. As far as the breakdown of gold goes, got Caitlyn racking in a good chunk of the gold with Singed, having the most. That 400 CS, though, that's pretty insane. I will have to give him props for that. Because that's all he did. He just pushed towers. So there's Caston right there. And then Nunu and Jarvan and Caitlyn trying to make a play. However, will it work? Caston does go for the jump. Malzahar is going to check that bush. And Jarvan does go in for the jump. However, Twitch is trying to clear up, and oh, this was horrible right there. I got focused horribly, and I missed that flash, and that was just... At that point, I was like, I'm going to uninstall on my way out. However, we do end up focusing Twitch, and Fiora is still alive. And we took down Caitlyn, Nunu, and Cassidy. At this point, we're just like, let's not pursue, because, you know, Singe is poison. But Fiora does get tossed up by, or not Fiora, Leona does get tossed up by Singed, following in the trail. Singe is like, come on guys, come at me, bro. And we're like, LOL, nope, that's a bad idea. Up 12k gold still 2 towers up, and the 55-minute mark, approximately. Top tower is pushing evenly, their top minions, bottom lane is pushing as well. Singe backing, you know, standard stuff. Leona is now up with her home guard boots, as well as Malcoy. Fiora is backing and buying some items. Malzahar is now up, and I will be up in about 8 seconds. And at this point, we're like, guys, 55 minutes, let's do something. And we realize at this point, it's either we do this and win, or we lose. Because, you know, they're pretty ahead, and we have to make a play now and do something. And we have to do something crazy. One of the things I wish about this would be it shows a counter for how long till Bären's up. I just think that'd be kind of cool. Bären and Dragon, you know. I guess rather than just like noticing what time it was taken at and calculating that off the top of your head and having to remember that. It'd just be kind of cool to have like something like right here, you know. And another stalemate of fights, seeing who is going to engage first. Let's compare Twitch's AD. Twitch is at 302 right now compared to Caitlyn's 321. Not too shabby, Twitch. Our Singed does go in, and Singed does end up getting focused right there. And Jarvan goes in for the jump. And Caitlyn takes out Leona. However, Malzahar does take out Singed. And Jarvan gets taken out at this moment as well. And Nunu takes out Fiora. But Fiora also takes out Nunu. And Caitlyn goes in for the ult on Malzahar. However, Twitch does go in for the Caitlyn, and Cassidy is right there and takes out the Twitch. However, Malcoy's like, LOL, Caitlyn, where you think you going? And Malcoy's like, alright guys, let's do this. I can do this. I can do this. And that Undying Rage right there. Oh, and he takes out the Malcoy. I'm sorry. that was just mind-boggling right there. The race attacked him, which is what ended up killing him right there. However, Jarvan does have to push up bottom tower now, as that's the only inhib down, while there's only a few seconds till Leona is up. And he does jump in with that. And let's see if he can do it. He is pretty low. However, Leona is up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Leona's up, and she's going to do a home guard boost right over to Jarvan and say hello. And she scares him off successfully. However, let's see if he does anything. No, he does not try for the attack, as she is way too tanky, which is a smart move on his part. His teammates are slowly but surely coming back up. Singed and Nunu are now back up, and Caitlyn and Cassidy will be up within the next 15 seconds. The entire team for us is up, minus Malcoy, who, you know, had a slightly longer life. Good job for him, though, getting those extra kills. We are now only down 9 kills. We are down 13k gold and still down 2 turrets. As you can see, there is only a minute left in the replay. So what does that mean? That means something insane is about to happen here. And at this point, I really don't want to commentate. I just kind of want to watch. However, I will commentate, you know, just because, you know, I kind of have to. Because that's half my job, that and playing this. However, Bären is up, as you can see. And Caitlyn's just taking it. You know, I don't know why she likes to tank Bären by herself. She's not really that tanky. But I guess, you know, it's whatever. And let's see what happens. And Malcoy goes in with a smite on Bären and takes out Cassidy, because Cassidy failed to flash. Let's see if Leona can get the stun up, and Singe go for the slow, and Caitlyn gets focused and taken out by Twitch. At this point, it's just the tanks right now. Not a huge deal of damage being done. At this point, we're focusing the tower. And focusing on him, but go for the Nunu and kill the Nunu. Let's see. 54 seconds till Caitlyn is up. 30 till Cassidy up. And Singe is still there, just doing nothing. And Singe gets taken out as well by Leona. That KS by that support, you know, that's the first kill of the game. And we're taking out the inhib turrets. And Jarvan goes in for the ult underneath the turrets. Let's see what happens. Oh, and Jarvan gets taken out by Malkoy. And the turret falls down. And the Nexus goes. And that right there is GG. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been TV Bird with an epic cast of the game I hit before, or that I hit 30 on. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to to Bären Gaming. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch TV. We'll be coming with more videos to you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been TV Bird, and I am out. See ya.